Hello, we're in Malta and we're going to discuss this oil painting of this lady. The artist in pencil has an attribution on the back to Charles Howard Hodges, born in Portsmouth, 1764, died in Amsterdam, 1837. This picture I don't think has any connection with Malta. When I first saw it, I thought it was a Neapolitan baroness or something like that, who was painted in Malta or near Malta or in Sicily or something. Because it just had this very sort of over-the-top minor nobility look about it. It was encrusted with jewellery and lace, and the very over-the-top headgear. So I thought to myself, oh, that looks like a lady from Sicily or from Italy, black hair. But the artist, I can't find a connection to Malta with this artist, Charles Howard Hodges, even though he travelled all over Europe, even in wartime, and painted a variety of different subjects in different nations. So I then had to think again. So I thought about the English farmers, because there was a time in England when non-royal, non-aristocratic, wealthy people, ship owners, bankers, physicians, farmers' wives, estate owners would be painted, and I've seen in my time a lot of very over-the-top farmers' wives, landowners, painted in this way as well. But I just couldn't quite lock onto that. So there is jewellery, but there's no regalia as such. So it's not necessarily proper aristocracy or royalty. So I looked again at this Charles Howard Hodges, and I looked at what he's painted, and I found quite a lot of Dutch, Netherlands females he's painted in the Netherlands, because he lived there for a long time, and he was using the style of people like Reynolds and other established painters. So he went to the Netherlands and he was painting to make a living. He was painting the local characters. So he did paint women, ladies in the Netherlands, and I found on the internet quite a lot of ladies like this with the same type of outfits, the same over-the-top headgear, over-the-top lace, cuffs, etc., etc. I was confused slightly by the paisley, because paisley is an Indian design, so that throws a bit of a spanner in the works. So that was, if this was painted in the lifetime of Hodges, which I think it was, that was quite an early piece of paisley to get to the Netherlands. It's well before the Suez Canal, for example. So the picture has a modern frame. The modern frame is a basic temporary frame, but it holds the canvas tight and it looks okay. But I'm not going to say it's a nice frame. It's a basic frame. The picture, oil, has had repairs in its lifetime. On the front I can see it's lost areas of paint and been retouched. On the back I can see, and here, it has had a successful relining. I think the relining was probably done 30, 40 years ago. And on top of the relining, since the relining, it's had those little white patches on the back, and those are not amateur patches, they're professional restorer patches. They're replacing tears or punctures, and I can't see here where the holes were, which is a good sign. So you have a very old painting, painted on the continent, of a continental lady by an English travelling artist of repute. It's lost its frame, it's got a stand-in frame, it's had damage, it's been restored. So it's a large size, it doesn't need any work doing to it, it does need a new frame really. You can get away with this frame until you find a better one, or have one made. And I think that if you are interested in costume, or the Netherlands, or this painter, because he did a lot of works, I think there were 700 known works, I seem to recall reading somewhere, many of which are actually in the Netherlands, in their collections in the Netherlands. So some more for sale, and I hope you found that interesting. Thank you.